Hi, I'm Brian Horner, and here with another video of our touchscreen series. This one's going to have to do with lighting. So strobe lights or work lights or additional lights that you may want to add to the truck after you receive it. So basically, when we turn on our computer, it will boot up and bring us to our home screen as always. And then there's this little light icon up here we can hit. And now that will bring us to all the lights that we have. So if you have a beacon installed from the factory, this is your on-off switches for your strobes, your work lights, which this truck is equipped with all of these. So you can turn them off and on just by touching the button, okay? And you have work lights top and bottom. If you would like to rename them for some reason, you can touch and hold, and now I could clear this out and type in whatever I wanted to name that particular light. The cool thing about it is we do give you two other auxiliaries that are pre-wired from the factory to be able to add additional lights to the truck. But remember, they're labeled. One port is labeled light 1 is only a 4 amp circuit, and access light number 2 is 2.5 amp. So those are already pre-wired. If we touch the plus button, now that would add that, and if you want to rename it, it's the same thing. You can touch that and you can rename that anything that you want. Or when you go, now am I on and off? If I want it to go away, I simply hit the minus button and then my on and off toggle goes away. But let's say we want to add a light. So we hit plus. Now my light comes up. We want to name this. I'll hit clear, and let's just name this strobe. And we'll just put strobe 2. How about that? Okay, and then I hit enter, and now that renamed that as strobe 2. But where do I find the wires for these? Well, that's pretty simple. If you go around to the back side of the control box, we removed this cover, and there's lots of wires in here, but you will find wires that are labeled ACCL2, which black is ground, ACCL1 red, that's your power. Here's your ground for your 1, and here's your ground for your 2. Okay, so you would simply cut the ends off of these and wire them to your lights. The grounds are always hooked up direct from the factory, and the only time that you get power to one of these red wires is when you activate the switch on the touch panel. So if you would happen to come back here and say, okay, I have ground and now I have no power on this wire, it's because the computer controls the power, and you will not have power on that wire until you activate the switch. So that's where you would tap in to your two additional lighting features that we have that you can add is in this rear control panel. So tuck your wires back in, put the cover back on, and then label your lights accordingly, and then you'll have now 2 extra switches for powered lights. So that's just an easy way to get into the lighting feature. So one more time, your home screen, go to lights, brings up that page, and then I can add auxiliaries, or I can make auxiliaries go away if I don't want to see them. So that's all there is for this one.